Am I the asshole for refusing to keep lending my tools to my neighbor? I'm a 30-year-old man and I've lived in my current house for about 3 years. It's a quiet neighborhood and most people keep to themselves. But everyone is friendly when you see each other outside. One of my neighbors, Tom, lives right next door. When I first moved in, Tom introduced himself, then we talked about yard work and home projects. I like fixing things myself, so I've built up a decent collection of tools over time, like a drill, ladder, and pressure washer. A few months after I moved in, Tom asked if he could borrow my ladder to clean his gutters. It didn't seem like a big deal, so I said yes. He returned it later that day and thanked me. After that, he started asking to borrow things more often. First it was a power drill, then a hedge trimmer, then the pressure washer one weekend. At first I didn't mind, because I figured neighbors help each other out sometimes, but eventually became a regular thing. Sometimes he would knock on my door early asking for a tool. Other times he would text asking if I was home so he could grab something. It started to feel like he relied on my tools instead of getting his own. A couple times he also kept things longer than he said he would. One weekend he borrowed my drill and said he would bring it back that afternoon, but I didn't get it back for 2 days until I reminded him. Another time he left my ladder outside overnight in the rain. The situation that finally bothered me happened last week. Tom asked to borrow my pressure washer again to clean his driveway. I said that was fine, but asked him to bring it back the same day, because I planned to use it the next morning. The next day it still wasn't back. I texted him asking if I could pick it up because I needed it. He said he was still using it and would return it later. At that point I was pretty annoyed. I ended up walking over and grabbing it myself. After that I decided I didn't want to keep lending out my tools. A few days later he asked if he could borrow my hedge trimmer again. I told him politely that I wasn't lending tools anymore because it was getting difficult to keep track of everything. He looked irritated and said neighbors are supposed to help each other. He also mentioned that I had let him borrow things plenty of times before. I told him I didn't mind helping sometimes, but it had started happening too often. Now things are a little awkward when we see each other outside. He barely says anything to me anymore. Part of me feels like it's my stuff and I should be able to decide who uses it. But another part of me wonders if I made it a bigger deal than it needed to be. So am I the asshole for refusing to keep lending my tools to my neighbor? Like and follow for more stories like this.